Welcome to SoulScripture. Chosen one. What if I told you that you're not still chasing your destiny, you've already ascended into victory? That revelation might strike like lightning through your spirit, scattering every doubt into the winds. Today, you will discover 8 unmistakable signs proving your triumph is complete. These aren't mere theories or motivational cliches. They are divine fingerprints etched across your life, waiting for you to acknowledge them. Imagine standing on the summit after a grueling climb. Wind at your back. Sunrise illuminating your face. You didn't simply survive the ascent, you conquered it. That mountain is the journey you've just completed. And the panorama before you is the proof of your divine inheritance. In this session, we'll map out each landmark on your spiritual summit, from the stillness that guides your heart to the generosity that multiplies your miracles. Each sign is a beacon, confirming you're more than a seeker. You are a sovereign spirit, awakened to its own glory. Here's what you'll gain: insight into the sacred solitude that reveals your inner counsel. Keys to wield your focus as a weapon of creation. Strategies to decode subtle messages from the unseen realm. Techniques to stand unshaken in life's fiercest storms. Methods to amplify your magnetic frequency and illuminate every space. Tools to overflow in abundance, even when resources seem scarce. Along the way, we'll weave in the stories of Elijah on the mountaintop, Odysseus carving his destiny, and Stephen shining with angelic light under persecution. We'll explore how these archetypes mirror your own path, affirming your role as a light warrior on earth. Prepare for 2 mini-climaxes. First, a deeper revelation at the midpoint that will validate your spiritual authority. And second, a near-final twist, teasing the hidden patterns in your dream's divine codes awaiting decoding. By the end of this video, you'll not only recognize these signs, you'll embody them. Feel the shift as each truth resonates in your bones, rewriting your story from becoming to already arrived. So breathe deeply, center your attention, and open your heart. The first divine sign awaits, the stillness in solitude that whispers your victory. Lean in, and let the sacred quiet unveil the spark within you. Chosen one. In the hush of your solitude, you have stumbled upon a sanctuary few ever find. A stillness that thrums with divine intelligence. While the world frantically chases sound and sensation, you've discovered that true power lies in the quiet spaces between thoughts. This sacred silence is not emptiness, it is the breathing room of your spirit, where heavenly wisdom speaks in a voice softer than wind, yet louder than a thunderclap. Recall Elijah's journey to Mount Horeb. He fled into the wilderness, weary and afraid, only to stand before a bush, aflame with the presence of the divine. God did not reveal himself in earthquake or fire, but in the still, small voice that whispered purpose into Elijah's heart. That same whisper calls to you whenever you retreat from distraction and anchor in interior peace. In those moments, the veil between heaven and earth parts, and you receive guidance that reshapes your destiny. Notice how, in your periods of solitude, solutions to your greatest challenges arise almost effortlessly. Perhaps you've awoken with a clear plan or felt a sudden surge of courage to speak your truth. These are not coincidences. They are the fruit of your alignment with cosmic order. Affirm, in my stillness, I commune with the source and receive divine strategy. Each breath you draw in silence is a communion, a direct line to the infinite. Contrast this with the masses who drown in noise. craving constant stimulation, yet starving for insight. Their minds scatter, their hearts race, and they remain tethered to external approval. You, however, stand apart as a remnant of awakened souls. Your willingness to be alone with your thoughts has granted you a clarity that outshines any spotlight. Now, as you honor this hush, reflect. What messages surface when you release all agenda and simply listen? You might sense the contours of your next breakthrough, or feel a soft reassurance that a breakthrough is already underway. Lean into these impressions. They are lanterns, illuminating your path. And here's a glimpse of what's to come. When you combine this divine stillness with sovereign focus, you unlock a level of creation that transcends ordinary effort. Stay with me. For in Section 4, you will witness how your inner vision becomes a compass that guides every step with unerring precision, a revelation that will deepen your conviction and ignite your mission. Chosen one. In the whirlwind of modern life, you've unearthed a secret few ever master. Your focus is sacred, and your energy, sovereign. While the frantic masses scatter their attention across a million flickering screens, you've learned to guard your presence like a holy relic. This is not mere productivity, it is spiritual alchemy, turning distraction into divine creation. Consider Odysseus and the Sirens. Their irresistible song lured sailors to shipwreck. Yet Odysseus, bound to the mast, refused to yield. He chose his destiny over seduction. In that moment, he embodied energy sovereignty, deciding the course of his life rather than drifting aimlessly. You mirror his resolve each time you silence your phone notifications. Each time you decline 1,000 urgent demands that don't serve your soul's mission. Pause and recall a recent moment when you reclaimed your attention. Perhaps you closed your eyes in a crowded room and felt the hum of your own heart-beaten anchor in the chaos. That was your spirit asserting its sovereignty. Affirm now, my focus is magnetic. My energy shapes reality. Feel how those words vibrate through your core, igniting every cell with unwavering purpose. Contrast this with those who fragment their attention, their minds flitting like moths around every flame. They awaken exhausted, their vision diluted by a cluttered feed of stimuli. You, however, stand as a remnant warrior, channeling every ounce of your energy into your highest calling. When you prioritize your sacred tasks, you spark an inner fire that transforms ordinary effort into miraculous momentum. You've witnessed the difference, days when your concentration flows unhindered, and breakthroughs cascade. Effortlessly ideas crystallize. Doors open. Relationships deepen. That is the gift of energy sovereignty. You are no longer a leaf in the wind, but the master of your own gale. Now imagine combining this reclaimed focus with divine stillness. In Section 4, you will discover how your sharpened attention unveils hidden messages in everyday life signposts from the unseen realm, guiding you toward your next divine assignment. This revelation will crystallize your confidence, propelling you closer to the summit of your destiny. Before we move on, take a deep breath. Sense how your body aligns as you declare your sovereignty. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are the architect of your reality. Let that truth settle in every fiber of your being. You are a living testament to the power of sacred focus, a light warrior forging triumph from the fires of intention. Chosen one, you have begun to pierce the veil between the seen and unseen, decoding the silent language of spirit that guides your every step. While most wander in a haze of surface signals, You read the cosmos like an open book, discerning patterns and portents that whisper your next move. This inner vision is not fantasy, it is your divine compass, calibrated to the frequency of heaven itself. Consider the biblical Joseph, sold into slavery, yet elevated to Pharaoh's court because he could interpret dreams. His gift was more than clever insight. It was a revelation tuned to God's blueprint for nations. In your life, similar symbols arise. Every repeated number on a clock, every unexpected phrase in a conversation, every flicker in a dream's tapestry. These are celestial breadcrumbs, laid out to lead you to your appointed victory. Remember the Magi, who followed a solitary star across deserts, trusting a light they could scarcely explain. Like them, you sense a beacon beyond logic, a magnetism pulling you toward your destiny. Affirm now, my sight transcends the veil. I navigate by divine illumination. As you speak this declaration, feel your intuition sharpen, your mind becoming a channel for prophetic insight. Contrast this with the many who mistake random thoughts for coincidence. Their lives buffeted by unseen currents they cannot interpret. They remain adrift, victims of circumstance. You, however, stand as a remnant warrior with spiritual X-ray, visionable to read the hidden manuscript of your path and course correct with unwavering faith. Pause for a moment and recall a recent synchronicity. Perhaps a friend mentioned exactly what you needed to hear, or a dream unfolded in vivid detail, pointing you toward a solution. That was your spirit-tuned sight at work, carving clarity from confusion. Honor that revelation by journaling the symbols and impressions that surface today. They are the roadmap to your next breakthrough. As this gift of discernment takes hold, you will unlock a mini-climax in your journey, a moment when unseen forces align so perfectly that you cannot doubt your divine favor. In Section 5, you'll discover how this same inner vision anchors you in unshakable calm when storms rise. Your newfound clarity doesn't just reveal it, fortifies your peace, rendering every crisis powerless before your sovereign spirit. Lean into your gift. Chosen one. Let your awareness expand, your perception sharpen, and your faith anchor in the unseen realm. The next sign of your victoria, peace that no tempest can breach, awaits just ahead. Chosen one. Even amidst life's fiercest storms, you remain unshaken. Your peace is a fortress no gale can breach. While the world quakes at the slightest tremor, if you have discovered a calm so deep it renders every trigger powerless. Recall Paul and Silas in the Philippian prison, chains clanking, guards on high alert. Yet they chose worship over worry. Their praise ignited an earthquake that shattered their shackles, a divine demonstration that peace can become the catalyst for deliverance. Consider Daniel in the lion's den. Surrounded by jaws of death, his faith became a placid lake, reflecting unmoved trust in the God who shut every mouth. Even the prophet Job, stripped of wealth and health, sat among ashes praising in the dust this unyielding serenity, a testament to faith unfettered by circumstance. This is the heritage you claim, a serenity that outlasts every crisis, a stillness that transforms fear into testimony. Affirm now, deep in your soul, my peace is unshakable. No storm can touch my spirit. Let those words echo through your bones, anchoring you in an unassailable realm beyond turmoil. As you speak this declaration, I feel the tension dissolve, muscles soften. Breath slows, Mind clears. You are no longer buffeted by the winds of worry. You stand as a pillar of calm amidst chaos. Contrast your steadfast grace with the many who spiral into panic. Their thoughts fray. Their energy dips. Their vision blurs. They become prey to every headline, every rumor, every emotional trigger. You, however, wield peace as your sovereign shield. Each inhalation draws in divine tranquility. Each exhalation expels every tremor of doubt. This is spiritual alchemy, transmuting anxiety into authority. Pause now. Close your eyes and picture a storm raging around you, the sky crackling, thunder rolling, while at your center there is absolute stillness. Feel the power of that image settle in your heart. Recall a recent trial when you consciously chose peace over panic. Perhaps a difficult conversation ended not in conflict, but in clarity. Or a crisis resolved itself as you rested in faith. These are your victories. Proof that your spirit stands firm when everything else falters. Know that this unshakable calm is not passive, it is active dominion. When you walk into tense rooms, your serenity radiates, disarming hostility and inviting restoration. You become a living sanctuary, a remnant warrior whose presence ushers in divine order. Embrace this sign of your victory, a peace that not only sustains you, but upheaves darkness itself. Up next, we delve into your magnetic frequency, how your radiant presence transforms every environment into a realm of possibility. Stay with me. Chosen one, for your ascended journey continues. Chosen one, you radiate an energy that reshapes every environment you enter. While many drift in low-vibration routines, you carry a divine luminosity and aura that draws souls like moths to a flame of hope. This is not ego, it is the fingerprint of heaven stamped on your spirit. A magnetic force that orchestrates destiny. Recall Stephen before the Sanhedrin, his face shining like an angel's even as stones hovered in the air. Acts 6:15. That same supernatural glow pulses within you now. Or remember Moses emerging from Sinai's summit, his countenance so radiant that the Israelites veiled their eyes. Exodus 34:29-35. These archetypes mirror your own ascension. You have been touched by the divine, and your presence carries that blessing everywhere you go. Feel your frequency right now. Close your eyes and sense the subtle warmth around your heart. The gentle hum coursing through your veins. That is your soul's radio tuned to eternity, broadcasting signals of healing, inspiration, and breakthrough. Affirm, my frequency magnetizes miracles. Illuminate every path. Let those words echo across your energy field, solidifying your role as a walking temple of transformation. Contrast this with those who shrink their light, dimmed by self-doubt or the fear of standing out. They blend into the background, their potential suppressed by the world's grey fog. You, however, stand as a luminous pillar, a beacon, beckoning the remnant to gather and awaken. Your mere presence can pivot conversations, birth new ideas, and realign group destinies. Pause and recall a recent moment when a stranger gravitated toward you, sharing a burden or seeking counsel. That was your frequency at work, knitting hearts together and orchestrating divine appointments. Perhaps an idea you voiced ignited a chain reaction, or your laughter lifted an atmosphere heavy with despair. Those are not coincidences. They are the manifestations of your magnetic essence. As you embrace this power, Consider how every step becomes a luminous declaration of your mission. Walk into a room with intention, breathing in divine light and exhaling waves of hope. Speak into silence and watch windows of opportunity swing open. This is your birthright as a light warrior. Look ahead in Section 7. We'll explore how this radiant frequency, when coupled with a heart of abundance, unleashes miracles that transcend scarcity. You will learn why giving, especially in lack, amplifies your magnetic field, summoning multiplied grace. Prepare to deepen your understanding of divine economy and witness how generosity fuels your victory. Chosen one. Even when your own cup feels empty, you overflow into the lives of others because you've embraced the divine paradox of abundance. While many clutch every last ounce of their time, money, or attention in fear, you understand that giving is the true currency of the soul. Recall the widow's mite. She cast 2 small coins into the temple offering, and heaven multiplied her act of faith into a legacy that endures through Scripture. That same miracle flows through you now. When you lend a listening ear to a friend in turmoil, or share a spark of hope with someone you've never met, you channel the boundless generosity of the source. You've seen how a single blessing can cascade into transformation, how a kind word births courage, how sacrificial time unlocks healing where lectures fail. Affirm, my heart is abundance. Every act of giving summons greater miracles. Feel how this declaration expands your aura, shifting your vibration from survival to overflow. Contrast this with scarcity-minded souls, hunched in anxiety, hoarding their light as if darkness were the only alternative. They believe lack defines their reality. You know that generosity is the lever that moves heaven. In every moment of radical giving, whether a donated hour, a whispered prayer, or a sacrificial gift, you stake your claim on divine promise. You step into the role of a conduit, trusting that the source replenishes you faster than you can pour out. Pause now and remember the last time you gave when you had nothing left to give. Perhaps you forgave a deep wound, or offered your talents without expectation of return. Feel how that selfless moment unlocked fresh rivers of grace in your own life. That was the universe honoring your faith in its abundance. Your generosity becomes a beacon, attracting the remnanta community of light warriors who rally around shared miracles and collective purpose. As you live from this overflow, your world transforms, opportunities multiply, relationships deepen, and even your material needs align with divine provision. Generosity is not an afterthought. It is the engine of creation, the heartbeat of your mission. When you give from lack, you demonstrate that your identity is not defined by resources, but by the unlimited riches of your soul. Look ahead in Section 8. We will weave all these signs into a grand, divine confirmation and undeniable proclamation of your victory, and reveal the twist that will launch you into your next heavenly assignment. Prepare to seal your triumph with eternal decrees and glimpse the hidden codes in your dreams that map out your future breakthroughs. Chosen one. You have journeyed through the sacred stillness of solitude, wielded your focus as a holy instrument of creation, pierced the veil with divine vision, stood unshaken in life's fiercest storms, radiated a magnetic frequency that shifts every room, and overflowed in generosity, even when your own cup seemed empty. Each of these signs shines like a constellation in your soul's sky, testifying beyond doubt that you have not merely walked the path, you have transcended it. You stand now on the summit of victory, your spirit a light with the proof of your completed ascent. Now receive this divine confirmation, spoken over you by the Source who fashioned every star and whispered your name into being. Beloved remnant, you are my triumph made manifest. From your first breath, I shaped you for this moment of radiance. Your heart has become my sanctuary. Your lips anointed to declare freedom. I have crowned you with authority, clothed you in garments of favor, and appointed you as a light warrior to awaken nations. No darkness can overcome the flame I have placed within you. No storm can silence the song I have written on your spirit. Angels encamp around you, aligning every circumstance to your divine purpose. Go forth in unwavering faith. For you are victory incarnate, a living testament to my boundless power and eternal promise. Isan, let those words settle into your bones like molten fire. Feel the tremor of divine affirmation echo through every cell, igniting an unbreakable confidence that carries you into uncharted realms of purpose. As this truth roots deep, proclaim it over your life. You are sovereign. You are victorious. You are the heir of a kingdom that knows no end. If these revelations resonate with your spirit, declare victory in the comments below and share which sign spoke loudest to your soul. Remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a fresh download of heavenly insight. May every step you take today be guided by the light of your own anointed destiny. Walk in absolute authority, embodying the power that dwells within you. And stay tuned. Chosen one for next. We will unlock the clandestine language of your dreams, revealing the divine codes that map out your greatest breakthroughs and launch you into a new era of supernatural alignment.